not sure unless he warned them. Maybe Freeman may have said something to the umpire. I think he's given a warning to him, telling the coach that he's had his first warning. As coach and the umpire are talking again, umpire comes back and gives a quick glance to Freeman as he'll step back in with a 2-2 count and 1 out. Burton looks in. We'll see what he decides to throw, and he's going to throw a breaking ball. It just misses inside. 3-2. Mavericks don't want to put anybody on base. Burton struck out 4 in a row. Doesn't want to lose Freeman after going up or evening the count 2-2, and he'll deliver a 3-2. It's going to be a line drive base hit to the gap. Roberts comes over to get it, and he misplays it, and that's going to allow the runner to go to second base on an error. So it'll be a base hit with the error on Roberts. And that's going to bring up Connor Todd, who doubled his first time up.
Now batting number 13, Connor Todd.
So Todd will step in after doubling back in the first after Walton misplayed a ball on the foul side of first base. Gave him another at bat and he crushed it. He'll get a pitch, and again he's going to foul off over on the right side, this time out of play, 0-1. So 0-1 count to Connor Todd, the third baseman. Mavericks lead 2-1, but have to work around Freeman on second base now. Burton will deliver a pitch inside, ball 1. 1-1 to Connor Todd. On deck is Chumby. Burton will take a look at the second and deliver home. And we're going to say that he couldn't see him. They're going to say it's a strike. And now the ball hit Todd in his hands. They called a foul ball, and now they're saying to go to first. He kind of checked down at it. Coach Hester's coming out to ask. And that is what they call a foul ball. So Todd will come back. The count will be 1-2. I thought the umpire in the field said foul ball. As he went to swing, the ball kind of went off the end of the bat. Don't really think it hit his hand. He never grabbed it. That was a fastball, and had it hit his hand, I think we would have seen a little more emotion out of Todd. So he'll step back in with a 1-2 count. And dangerous hitter doubled his first time up. As Burton will look back Freeman at second, deliver in. They'll run Freeman at third. Throw down is going to be not in time, and Freeman will have a stolen base. Nice throw by Tyson, just wasn't quite in time. So the Patriots have a runner on third base for the second time today. Todd evens the count 2-2 as again Burton missed a breaking ball that stayed inside. They've really started crowding the plate on Burton as he'll look over third and deliver the 2-2 home. Swing and strike 3. Nice pitch on the inside part. Challenged him over the inside corner. Todd couldn't catch up to the fastball, and that's going to be a strikeout. Second of the inning. 7th of the game for
now
Burton.
Batting number 4, Tucker Chumney.
Now the Mavericks have 2 outs with Chumney coming up. Chumney grounded into back to the pitcher's first time up in the first inning. As the Mavericks look to get out of the inning with a runner on third for the second time today. The pitch comes in. It's going to be a ground ball to Estes. Picks it up cleanly, makes a throw over, and that's going to end the inning as he drains in front of Dees to make a catch. Good play by the senior third baseman for the Mavericks. Picks it up, throws across for a 5-3 put out to end the inning. And for the second time today, the Patriots leave a runner on third base as the Mavericks will come to bat in the bottom of the third inning, lead 2-0 when we come back from Power 107. County Baseball on Power 107. The Mavericks come to bat here in the bottom of the third inning, leading 2-0 against Marshall Academy in the second round of the MAIS 4A playoffs. The Mavericks are facing what many consider the best team in 4A and are up 2-0. We're about to start the bottom of the third with Tyson, Roberts, and Burton, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Winner of this series, best of 3 series, will go on to face Winston or Kirk Academy in the semifinals of North State next week. Mavericks would love another run to the state championship as they come in runner-up and then state champions the last 2 years. As Tyson will step in 1-1 on the day. First pitch to him comes in strike one right over the plate. On the fastball, Tyson on the season's batting .388. As Roberts will be on deck, Tyson's waiting on Sanders' next offering. Pitch comes in, it's going to be a ball hit to right field. The right fielder's going to have to stop and wait for it to hit. He was playing way far back. I think he was fooled on the way the ball came off the bat. It kind of hit off the end of the bat and wasn't going to make it to him, and he stuttered like he was a catch, and then it fell down. But nevertheless, Tyson's 2 for 2 now on the day. Brings up Brody Roberts, who walked his first time. He'll step in batting .299 on the season, with Edgar coming in to be the courtesy runner for Tyson. This is the third inning. The Mavericks had someone on base. First pitch comes in low to Roberts, 1-0. Burton's thrown 51 pitches through 3 innings. His counterpart Sanders is at 41 with no outs. He's only thrown 2 innings and a runner on first base. And a 1-0 pitch coming to Roberts. Swinging strike one on a nice off speed on the outside part of the plate. Had Roberts way ahead of a changeup, and he'll be 1-1 now versus pitcher Sanders. Sanders again looks over to first base at Edgar. Neither team's run much. Finally, the Patriots stole last inning from second to third. 1-1 coming. It's going to be a high fly ball to deep left field. This one's high, it's long. This one you can kiss goodbye as it goes over the left center field wall. And that's going to be another home run this year for Brody Roberts, his 4th. It's a 2-run shot that went over the left center field at the 3:38 mark. And the Mavericks now lead 4-0 on the ball that caught the wind and got out of here. The Mavericks get 2 here in the bottom of the third on the first 2 batters with Roberts. And that's going to bring up Burton, the pitcher for the Mavericks, and he'll have a 4-0 lead when he comes into bat. As Sanders is going to take a quick timeout to talk to his catcher.
Now batting number 6, Garner Burton.
So Burton will step in. Burton also has 3 home runs on the season, was tied with Roberts until Roberts just hit that one. Burton will swing at a breaking ball 0-1. As Burton, his first time up, grounded into inning-ending double play in the first, a 6-4-3 double play. Sanders is going to miss on the outside, 1-1. Mavericks lead 4-0 with no outs here in the bottom of the third inning. As Burton steps back in, and again watch the pitch come in low, 2-1. So a 2-1 count. On deck will be Austin. No outs here. The Mavericks cleanup hitter. He'll miss a fastball, 2-2. So Burton will step back in with a 2-2 count. Mavericks just got a 2-run home run from Roberts. Pitch on his way. It's going to be grounded straight back to the pitcher. An easy play for Sanders. He'll pick it up and throw it over to first base, and that'll retire Burton. But the Mavericks will bring up Austin and Miller with 1 out now here in the bottom of the third. After the big hit by Roberts over the left center field wall. Austin walked his first time up. First pitch comes into Austin. It's going to be a ball hit out to center field. Center fielder comes over and makes a nice catch. He's got a lot of speed as that ball was tailing away from him, and he'll retire Austin on a fly ball. So 1 pitch out for Sanders will bring up Jack Miller. Miller struck out his first time up. He'll step in again against Sanders. First pitch coming. Swinging strike on a changeup way out ahead of it, 0-1. 0-1 pitch, and this is outside, 1-1 to Miller. Ketchum will be on deck for the Mavericks. They lead 4-0 here in the bottom of the third inning as Miller watches one come inside, 2-1. Sanders again looks in and work quickly and deliver the 2-1. Swinging strike 2. 2-2 now to Miller as he lets Sanders even up the count. And Sanders is ready to deliver the 2-2. It's going to be a hard ground ball to shortstop, picked up cleanly, a throw across the field to retire Miller, and that'll end the inning for the Mavericks on a 6-3 put out. But the Mavericks pick up 2 runs in the bottom half of the third inning to take a 4-0 lead against the Marshall Academy, the #1 seed in the 4A North part of the state. And we'll come back for the 4th inning with the Mavericks leading 4-0 when we come back from Power 107. Manchester Academy Baseball, Mavericks lead 4-0 as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Burton will remain on the mound. He's only thrown
leading off for the
5
Patriots
pitches through 3
number
innings.
7, Hayden Lundy.
And he'll face the number 4 hitter in Lundy, and then the 5 and 6 hitters in Sharp and McCormick. Lundy struck out his first time. As he steps in again from the left side, the first pitch comes in outside and low, ball 1. Pitch from Burton on its way. It's going to be a hard ground ball to second base. Big hop as Ketchum will throw over easily, get to London on first. That's a nice play by Ketchum to start off the inning. A 4-3 put out. That was a high chopper. He waited back and took another one.
Next up, number 17, Philip Sharp.
Brings up Sharps. Sharps sailed his first time up. Burton looks in. He'll deliver a breaking ball. It's going to be a high fly ball. It should be in play as Estes goes over, and he's going to misplay it for the second time today. The Mavericks misplay one in foul territory on a ball that should have been caught once by Walton, the first baseman, now the third baseman, Estes. And the Mavericks are going to give the number 5 hole hitter, Sharps, who singled his first time, another opportunity on a ball that should have been caught. Also, we'll run up the pitching count a little bit for Burton. Important for the Mavericks to make the plays when they have the opportunities, and so far they've let 2 get by. As the 0-1 comes in outside, 1-1. One out, 1-1 count to Sharps. Maverick lead 4-0 here in the top half of the 4th inning. Burton will deliver it. It's going to be a ground ball to Estes, see if he can make up for it. Grounds it, gets it, and then throws it away, and that's going to allow the runner to go to second base as they get a tag down. Probably had a chance to get him at second, and Ketchum comes off the bag instead of waiting back at the bag, and the runner slides underneath him. Ketchum was in the wrong part of the field, just saying, should have been on second base and was 6 feet in front of it as the throw from Walton came in, and that's going to be an error on the third baseman. Estes allows the runner to get second on what should have been caught in foul territory. The Mavericks should have 2 outs, but now they've got 1 out with the
number
runner
10, Nick McCormick.
second base, and McCormick coming up, who was a strikeout victim also. He's the left-handed hitting catcher. Mavericks defense not helping out their pitcher right now, as a runner gets to second base. First pitch comes in low, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch on its way now to McCormick. It's going to be a swinging strike, another nice two-seamer. It runs away from the left-handed hitter, 1-1. So 1-1 pitch coming, fouled straight back, 1-2. See if Burton can help himself out here. He's got a 1-2 count with 1 out. Number 6-hole hitter McCormick up to bat. He's the left-handed hitting catcher, 1 out. Mavericks do lead 4-0. The Patriots have a runner on second base for the 3rd time today. As Burton will look back and deliver home, gets ground ball to catch, and he'll scoop it up easily, make a good throw over. So Mavericks get another 4-3 put out as the runner Sharps goes to first, or from second to third, and brings up Gage Todd.
Next up, number 9, Gage Todd.
So Todd will step in, strikeout victim for first time during his first at bat. He'll face Burton again here. First pitch comes in outside and low, ball 1. Patriots for the 3rd time today have a runner at third base. They failed twice to get them in. Mavericks would love to get out of another inning with the Patriots leaving a runner on third, as the Mavericks will wait on Burton's pitch. The 1-0 pitch comes in, strike 1 right down the middle to Todd, second baseman. Burton's gotten 2 outs this inning, both ground balls to catch them. Should have been a 1-2-3 inning for the Mavericks, but an error on the third baseman for the Mavericks has delayed that outcome. As they're going to hit a fly ball that should be caught high, and Roberts does get right underneath it and makes a catch in left field. The Mavericks will get out of the inning again after giving a base runner up on the error, and the Mavericks will come to bat in the bottom half of the 4th inning, leading 4-0 when we come back from Power 107. Take your time. They hadn't even started warming up. Run another commercial. Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball. Mavericks come into the bottom half of the 4th inning, leading 4-0 as the 7, 8, and 9 hitters will be up from the Mavericks. Ketchum, Walton, and Estes. As Sanders will remain on the mound for the Patriots. On the day, Sanders has thrown 3 innings, given up 4 hits, 4 runs. They all earned. He's got 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. He's thrown 55 pitches today through 3 innings. The Mavericks would like to get him a little deeper into his pitch count, as Ketchum will step in first. Umpire will clean off the plate as Sanders is ready to go, waiting on the umpire and Ketchum. Ketchum steps in. They play the shortstop way over the left, the middle of the field is wide open. The first pitch will be a high fly ball right to the shortstop. He'll get up underneath it, and on one pitch, Mavericks get a handle on a pop fly by catching. So he flies out to the shortstop, brings up Ty Walton. Walton reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. He'll step in. First pitch to him is going to be a swing and strike. Walton's batting .231 on the season. Estes will be behind him. As the Mavericks lead 4-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Patriots play both middle infielders way toward the bags on first and third as Walton to watch pitch come in low, 1-1. All kinds of room up the middle in the infield. The outfielders in right field's playing deep. Center and left playing shallow. As the pitch comes in, swinging strike 2 to Walton on a fastball over the outside part of the plate, 1-2. So Walton step back in with 1-2 count and 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The Mavericks lead 4-0 against Marshall Academy. And Walton's going to swing and miss. Strike 3 swinging. That's going to be 2 quick outs for Sanders and brings up Estes. Estes struck out his first time up. Watch the strike 3 come across the plate as he'll step in with 2 outs, the number 9 hole hitter for the Mavericks. Sanders will look in and deliver the first pitch. Breaking ball, strike 1. He hadn't thrown many breaking balls. They've been good when he's used it. He's mostly stuck with his fastball, and the 0-1 count now to Estes. Estes again gets right on the plate. Swings at a changeup, it falls out of the zone. The count will be 0-2 now with 2 outs. Mavericks have looked good hitting the first 3 innings, have not looked good so far through 2 batters and a 2-strike call to Estes. As Sanders ready to deliver the 0-2, and he's going to give them swinging strike 3. And they're going to have to throw down to first. They do, and they get them at first base on a 2-3 put out after the strikeout, and that's going to end the inning for the Mavericks. So they'll go down 1-2-3, and we'll go to the top of the 5th inning with the Mavericks leading 4-0 when we come back from Power 107. So 1-0 after back-to-back strikeouts for Burton. He's got 9 on the day. He's facing the leadoff hitter, Freeman. Just barely misses outside on this pitch, wanted it. Count goes 2-0. Mavericks have given up a base runner all 4 innings, but no one's come around to score yet against them. They would love to get out of the inning where they didn't have to work around somebody as Burton delivers a 2-0. And it's going to be a ground ball to Dees. He comes up, makes a nice catch on a ball that hit off the side of the infield grass, kind of took a funky bounce, and he was able to get his glove down, pick it up, and make the throw across a 6-3 put out. And that's going to be it for the Patriots here in the top of the 5th, with the Mavericks coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th, leading 4-0 when we come back from Power 107. Manchester Academy Baseball on Power 107. The Mavericks come to bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning, leading 4-0. The Mavericks got 2 runs in the 2nd, and then 2 more in the bottom of the 3rd on a 2-run home run by Brody Roberts over the left center field wall. As Sanders will continue to pitch for the Patriots. Both pitchers have done well, as Burton has given up no runs on 3 hits. His counterpart Sanders for the Patriots has given up 4 runs on just 4 hits. The Mavericks have made them pay when they pitch the ball. They've had a couple of walks that helped out. Sanders has gone 4 innings with those 4 hits and 4 runs. All 4 have been earned. He's given up 3 walks and struck out 5. As he'll have Dees step back in. Dees is 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a double. And he'll step again on the right side and watch first pitch come in low, ball 1, 1-0. Burton's up 76 pitches in the game. Todd's at 64, so they're both very close, and the 1-0 comes outside, 2-0. I don't know how he's been consistent so far. It's been a good one for the Mavericks and the Patriots, since he's got a good zone. 2-0 comes in. It's going to be a hard ground ball. Driving stopped by the 3rd baseman, but it's going to be a base hit. He was able to get his glove on it, and now they're going to have a chance to throw Dees out, but don't make the throw. As Dees came around first base hard, he thought the ball was in left field and fell down. 3rd baseman didn't see it, threw it back to the pitcher, and they would have had Dees out easily at first, but the Mavericks get a lead-off base hit that brings up Tyson. And Tyson's 2 for 2 today with Dees on first base. The lead stolen base runner for the Mavericks gets his lead. First pitch, Tyson's going to be fouled off on the left side to the 3rd base dugout. I will mention this, I just now noticed the Mavericks still have their senior numbers up on the field. And they've got a number 8 painted right in front of the dugout for Marshall Academy. Marshall Academy had one of their players tragically killed this year going to practice one day back during spring break, and the Mavericks honored him with his number right in front of their dugout. Nice move by Manchester. As they add that number to the seniors' numbers on the field, as Tyson will step back in with the 0-1 count and 1 out, or no outs, and a runner on first and Dees. Pitch comes in, it's going to be chopped foul right side this time, 0-2, as he had a fastball inside, thought he should have gotten the ball, scooted away from him. Count will be 0-2 now. As Tyson again steps in, pitch on its way, just misses low, 1-2. So 1-2 count with the runner on first after the leadoff single by Dees. Roberts on deck. He had a 2-run home run back in the 3rd inning. The Mavericks lead 4-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Sanders is taking his time. He gets a pitch. It's going to be a ground ball toward the second by shortstop. What a play by the shortstop as he was over toward second, almost on the shift. Tyson hits it the opposite way. The shortstop picks it up going toward third, turns around, fires a strike to second base to get D's. As Tyson will reach on the fielder's choice, Mavericks will still have a runner on first base. It's been good defense by both teams as Roberts will step in. Roberts is 1 for 1 on the day. He walked in the first and hit a home run in the third. And he'll step back in with the runner on first base. First pitch to him is going to be low on a breaking ball. May not see him get much this time after the 2-run shot back in the third inning. Gives them the lead on the Manchester team on home runs. That's the 13th home run for the season for the Mavericks. Sanders will look over to first base and deliver home. Gets a fastball by Roberts over the outside part of the plate, 1-1. One and 1 count to Roberts. Mavericks lead 5-4 in the first game of the second round of the MAIS 4A playoffs. Roberts digs back in. And he'll watch pitch come in high, ball 2 on a breaking ball that just didn't break. Mavericks playing the #1 seed Marshall Academy. Marshall's thought by many to be the team to beat in 4A this year, as they've been ranked in the top 7 all season long. They're 25-5 on the season. As again, Roberts watched Sanders pitch come in low, 3-1 now, so a 3-1 count with 1 out. I think we'll see the Mavericks play conservative. I don't think we're going to see a hit and run or Edgar try to steal with Burton on deck. And Roberts ahead 3-1. Sanders will take a look at first and deliver home. And it's going to be a foul ball out of play over the right side on the Manchester side, right over their dugout on first base. The count goes 3-2. So a 3-2 count. Now the Mavericks could run Edgar if they elect to. He's got a nice size lead. Sanders will take a look to first and deliver home. And he'll miss high to Roberts, ball 4, and that gives the Mavericks runners on first and second. With Burton coming up. Nice job by Roberts to work a 6th pitch at bat. Brings up Burton. Burton's 0 for 2 on the day. He's grounded into a double play in the first inning and then grounded out to the pitcher back in the third. He's batting .304 on the season, but .383 with runners in scoring position. Has a runner on second. He's also the team leader, tied with Roberts after that home run by Roberts for RBIs at 31. So he'll step in to see if he can help himself out when he comes back on the mound. First pitch is going to be a fly ball. It's going to probably go over the left fielder's head. It does. It bounces off the wall. This will score Edgar easily. Everybody else will hustle into second and third, and a double by Burton over the left fielder's head to hit the wall on 2 hops. It was a shot, a line drive. Makes the score 5-0. And then Mavericks have runners on second and third now with 1 out. And we're going to have a timeout by the Marshall Academy coach, as he's going to go out and talk to Sanders, and we'll see if they make a pitching change or not. They will make a pitching change as the center fielder's coming in. Freeman, he'll be the new pitcher when we come back from Power 107 and a message from our sponsors. That was a big hit right there. I'm gonna tell you what I would do here. I would bunt Hayden down at first base side and do a safety squeeze. I'm telling you. I know it. Oh yes, sir. 2 extra ads would be good. He just started. I mean, at least try the first one, baby. Sidearm. Whenever you're ready, after this next one. Whenever you're ready. Okay. Manchester Academy Baseball Mavericks will have Hayden Austin come up to face Freeman. He's a sidearm pitcher, as he'll deliver the first pitch low and inside, 1-0. He's got pretty good speed, and his breaking ball and fastball want to tail outside. As the Mavericks have runners on second and third after the double by Burton driving in the run, and this ball's gonna go behind Austin. Austin shaking his head, not sure how it didn't hit him. As this ball comes behind him, the count now is 2-0. Mavericks have Miller on deck to DH. As Austin steps back in, he's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. And this time he does get hit, and that's going to load the bases up as Miller will step in. So Austin was hit by a pitch. Miller steps in, need to put the ball in play somewhere. As Coach Hester will call a timeout and have a conversation with Miller here. Freeman came in from center field after relieving Sanders. Sanders on the day was 4 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 5 of them were earned. He struck out 5 and walked 4. And now Freeman is in to face Miller, who steps in from the right-handed side. First pitch comes in outside, 1-0. And the Mavericks are taken here as Freeman has had a hard time getting strikes across. He's thrown 4 straight balls now and throws another one. This time it's going to be a strike, as it was a ball that tailed back inside, 1-1. Miller was taken all the way as Hester had given him the take signal. Now the count's 1-1. We'll see if the DH can put it in play, as he'll watch ball 2 come outside, 2-1. Ketchum's on deck. Mavericks would love to get a couple more runs here, as they've got the bases loaded for the second time today. And a 2-1 pitch on its way, misses outside, 3-1. And Miller has run the count 3-1 against the pitcher Freeman. As Freeman looks in again, and he'll deliver the 3-1 high and outside, and that'll be a walk to Miller and another run for the Mavericks. They now lead 6-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning, as Ketchum comes up, and we've got a
now batting number 8,
courtesy runner I didn't get in on the play after the double. Jake Lewis-Paul's at third base running for Burton, as Ketchum steps in and watches the first pitch miss low and outside, 1-0. The Mavericks have a 6-0 lead, bases loaded, with Ketchum up with 1 out. And Freeman on the mound struggling. Next pitch comes in, strike 1, right down the middle, 1-1. The Mavericks are taking till they get a strike right now, as Freeman has a tough spot, and he hadn't been able to locate his fastball much. 1-1 on its way. It's going to be swung on, strike 2, as Ketchum couldn't catch up to that one on a nice pitch. His ball kind of tails into the right-handers, and he can make you go left or right, as he's a side armor, and he gets a tight slider that goes the opposite way. 2-2. If he could get his control under power, he would be dangerous. The way he throws, 2-2 coming. It's going to be a high fly ball. It's going to be out of play down the right side. The count will remain 2-2 to Ketchum, as we're going to get a timeout, and I think the Mavericks are going to put in a pinch runner for Miller. They'll bring Grant Nixon back in to run for Miller and get a little bit more speed, as Miller drew a walk and got an RBI on his last at bat, or his last plate appearance. Ketchum steps back in with a 2-2 count. Mavericks could do big damage with a base hit, and Ketchum gets just a piece of it. Nice job on a sharp breaking ball. Thought he had missed it, and then the ball popped out. He stays alive at 2-2. Freeman will work fast out of the stretch. 2-2 pitch coming. It's going to be a chopper, and they're going to have a chance to get 2. And they throw the ball away home plate as Paul steps on first base. They hit a chopper to the third baseman, who was playing close. Had a chance for a double play, as that should have been an easy 5-2-3 double play. Instead, Todd on third base throws the ball away. Mavericks get another run, 7-0 now in the bottom of the 5th, as things are coming unraveled just a little bit for Marshall Academy, and brings up Ty Walton. Walton will come in 0 for 2 on the day. He's grounded into a fielder's choice and struck out. First pitch to Walton comes in, it's going to be a ground ball, and they will have another chance for a double play, and they're not going to get it, and they may get somebody at third. Nope, Nixon gets back just in time. As Walton grounded to the second baseman, the infield was playing in. They threw home and got Austin out at home. And that's going to bring up Seth Robertson. He's going to pinch hit for Estes. And we're going to have a quick talk here. Oh, they're just going to talk about who's coming in, but the Mavericks catch them reaching on a fielder's choice there. It gets Austin thrown out 4-2 on the play for the second out, and moves runners up to second and third. So the Mavericks have runners still on every base path, or every base on the path. They lead 7-0. Mavericks would love a chance to get that magical number 10 this inning when they had the bases loaded and Walton up and 2 outs. Still have an opportunity. A double could do that possibly, even though Walton's the runner on first. Surprised they're not going to pinch run Walton at this point to get a little bit more speed. But Mavericks lead 7-0 here in the 5th, and we've got another timeout. As the umpire wasn't quite ready, Robinson had stepped in. Seth comes in, not having many at bats this year, and he'll get a pinch hit for Estes here. First pitch comes in outside, ball 1. Mavericks going to make Freeman throw a strike here. Robinson on the season's batting .400. He's only had 5 at bats, and he's got 2 base hits, and he awaits a 1-0 pitch from Freeman. And he's going to swing at it, strike 1 on the pitch. It was down and low, but it becomes a strike, 1-1. Mavericks need to get a few more runs here if they can. Had the bases loaded. It's going to be a 1-2 foul ball now, or 1-1 foul ball that goes to 1-2. Seth will have to move closer to the plate and protect it here on a 1-2 pitch coming. Probably see that breaking ball from Freeman, and he gets a fastball, and it's going to be a number that just goes foul. That would have been problems. It was down the third baseline. The catcher got to it. That ball stays fair, and that's going to be a base hit and a run scored, but just barely goes foul, and the Mavericks will have to do it over at 1-2. Thought they had gotten lucky on that one. Robinson got a piece of it. Dees waits on deck, so regardless of what happens, the Mavericks will have top of the lineup coming up in the 6th inning. They lead 7-0, and the 1-2 pitch comes in. Strike 3 swinging on a nice breaking ball by Freeman, and that retires the side. But the Mavericks pick up 3 more runs on a couple of hits in the era. They'll go to the top of the 6th inning, leading Marshall Academy 7-0 when we come back from Power 107.
Leading off for the Patriots.
Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball on Power 107. The Mavericks lead 7-0 against Marshall Academy in the first game of a best-of-3 series as Burton steps back on the mound to face Connor Todd. First pitch can be a swinging strike on a fastball, 0-1. So the 2, 3, and 4 hitters up for Marshall Academy and Todd, Chumney, and London. And a 0-1 pitch from Burton comes in, swinging strike 2 on another big breaking ball. The Patriots just hadn't been able to hold off of his. Burton's been able to work it to the outside. He's quickly up 0-2. And I'll deliver another pitch. Fastball just misses outside. Tyson was set up off the plate just a little bit. Never moved his glove. Didn't get the call. The count goes 1-2. So Burton will deliver the 1-2 to Todd, who's 1-2 himself on the day. And he's going to knock his helmet off with a breaking ball that hit his helmet, and that's going to be a base runner for the Patriots. The only thing the Mavericks don't want right now are base runners, as they give one up again. So every inning other than the 5th inning.
Now batting number 4, Tucker Chumney.
Patriots have had a base runner. Chumney's going to step in. He's 0-2. He's ground out to third and to pitcher. The Mavericks need 6 outs. That's all they're looking for. So they'll trade runners for outs right here. This first pitch comes in, strike 1. Todd will take his lead on first base as Burton will check him. 1-0-1 pitch comes in outside, 1-1. Burton's up to 82 pitches. Would love to see him get out of this inning in the 90s. Have a chance to finish it off maybe in the 7th, as he'll deliver a breaking ball, a big one that just misses outside, 2-1. Again, Chumney steps back in with a 2-1 lead, and Mavericks don't want to put anybody else on base. So they've been cruising here, 7-0 behind the pitcher of Burton. This is going to be a little soft line drive to left center, be picked up by Nixon, and that's going to be a base hit. And now all of a sudden there's runners on first and second. The Mavericks, first time they've had 2 runners on at once, and it's going to bring up the number 4 hole hitter in Lundin.
Now batting number 7, Hayden Lundin.
So Lundin comes in. He'll bat from the left-handed side. He's 0-2. He is struck out and grounded out to second. Burton needs to help himself out. He's got 9 strikeouts. Would love to get the 10th here. As he'll take a look back to second. They're going to try to bunt around. They bunt one straight back. He should go to first with it. He does. They get the easy out. Good play by the Mavericks. Trade some bases for an out. These 2 runs mean absolutely nothing at this point as the Mavericks get an out. And now face Sharps, who's 1-for-2 on the day. He's reached both times with a base hit in the air on Estes. So sacrifice bunch by London brings up Sharps. Mavericks would love to get another out here without giving up a run, as there's 1 out and runners on second and third. First pitch can be fouled straight back. 1 went out of play over the backstop. Patriots got hit by a pitch, then a single, then a sack, has runners on second and third. With 1 out, Burton still battling, but he's got a 7-0 lead as he'll deliver the next pitch. Misses again just outside, 1-1. And we're going to have a timeout here as Coach Hester's going to come in and have a talk. Don't believe we'll see a pitching change. Just going to talk some strategy, calm Burton down a little bit. While he's doing that, we'll thank our sponsors, Bank Plus, William Clark and Morrison, McCaleb Insurance, Main Street Market, Manchester Academy, Scott Petroleum, Coghlan Planning, Yazoo Valley Electric, P-Rose, Jim Newsom Trucking, Bank of Yazoo, and the Yazoo County Fair. Thank you to all these sponsors that brought us Manchester baseball all year long on Power 107. The Mavericks will continue to meet on the mound as the umpire is starting to go out to break it up. Mavericks lead 7-0 here in the top of the 6th inning, but the Patriots have runners on second and third with 1 out and a 1-1 count on their batter, Sharps. So Sharps will step back in from the right side. He's 1-for-2 on the day with a single, and then reached on the air by the third baseman as Burton's ready and waiting. Mavericks looking for an out here. Really need to get out of this inning with not too much damage done. And the 1-1 pitch is going to be a breaking ball that was going to be a ball. It was going to be high and inside, and Sharps swung at it and it goes out of play. So Burton gets a little bit of help on that one from Sharps, as Sharps swung at ball 2, and now the count's 1-2 instead of 2-1. So 1-2 count to Sharps with McCormick on deck. Burton again looks in. And he'll check the runner at third before delivering home. And the breaking ball is going to be a pop fly, and it's going to be close to being in play as Tyson goes and makes the catch. Almost let the ball get back over his head, but he makes his catch. Coach Hester's saying the same thing I saw. He's sitting there holding his helmet the whole time and does it one-handed. All he had to do is drop his helmet and get under the ball, but makes a circus catch, and that's the second out. And the Mavericks are 1 out away from getting out of this inning with runners on second and third and less than 2 outs. So a fly out to the catcher behind home plate has 2 outs and brings up McCormick, the catcher for the Patriots. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a ground out, and the first pitch comes to him outside, 1-0. Burton would love to get this out and be done with this inning, with the Mavericks coming back to bat with the top half of their lineup coming up in the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 comes. It's going to be a fly ball to Dixon. Should be an easy routine play. 2 hands as he gets under it, and that's going to end the inning. The Mavericks are able to get around runners on second and third with only 1 out, and that's going to bring the Mavericks to bat in the bottom of the 6th, leading 7-0 when we come back from Power 107. Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball. D's will step in and watch one come in for a strike, and then the next pitch will be inside. Almost hits them, and the count's 1-1. So the Mavericks will have the top of the lineup up 1, 2, and 3, and D's, Tyson, and Roberts, with Freeman still on the mound, the side armor for the Patriots. And he's going to get D's to swing it one way off the plate. 1 and 2 didn't look good on that swing as he half swung. Mavericks lead 7-0 as we come into the bottom of the 6th inning. Would love a few more insurance runs against a dangerous team in Marshall Academy, as D's again will watch a pitch come outside, 2-2. Mavericks are the number 2 seed, number 1 seed Marshall, and they have a 7-0 lead on them, as D's going to be called out on strike 3 over the outside part of the plate. And that's going to be the first out of the inning for Freeman. And back-to-back strikeouts brings in Tyson. Batting from the left side, the only other left-hander that, well, he faced 2 left-handers. He hit Austin back in the 5th inning, and then Walton grounded in the fielder's choice. So Freeman will face his 3rd left-hander. First pitch comes in way inside. When he misses inside, coming across his body the way he does with his pitching motion. And the first one has Tyson jumping out of the way. He's 2 for 3 on the day, and he'll get a ball inside, and he's going to ground out to 3rd base. So 2 quick outs for the Mavericks here. And that's going to bring up Roberts. Roberts has a home run on the day. He's 1 for 1. He walked in the first inning, had a 2-run homer in the third, and then walked and came around to score back in the fifth. Part of that 3-run fifth inning, the Mavericks had 3 runs on 2 hits in the era. Mavericks have left 5 runners on base today. 4 of them have been scoring position. And the Patriots have had the same problem. They've left 6 on and 5 in scoring position. So both teams have had opportunities to get more runs, but the Mavericks have got 7 on the board to the 0 from Marshall, as Roberts will step in to face Freeman for the first time, swinging strike 1 on a ball that moves to the outside. Mavericks don't look very comfortable against sidearm. I'm hoping the Patriots don't come back with them in game 2, as we've struggled so far. Maybe the second time around will be a little bit better after seeing it. But he's up 0-1 to Roberts. And again has Roberts way out in front on a ball that misses badly outside on a breaking ball, and he's down 0-2. And Burton is on deck, so an 0-2 pitch to Roberts. Pitch comes, going to be swinging strike 3, and that's going to end it for the Mavericks here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. The top of the lineup goes 1, 2, 3, but the Mavericks are 3 outs away as we move to the top of the 7th inning, with the Mavericks leading 7-0, and we'll be back for that inning when we come back from Power 107. Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball, as the Mavericks are coming back out in the field, as Burton's still on the mound for the Mavericks. He's gone 6 innings so far, giving up 4 hits, no runs, has 9 strikeouts and no walks on the day. He did hit a batter back in the top half of the 6th inning, but he'll come out to try to throw a complete game against Marshall Academy. The number 1 seed is the number 7, 8, and 9 hitters coming up. First will be Gage Todd, the second baseman, who has struck out and flown out to left field, and he'll watch ball 1 come in on a fastball that misses on the inside part of the plate. As again, Burton's ready to throw, and he'll deliver a fastball the same little bit of the inside part. Strike 1, 1-1. So again, Burton's ready to go. He's working quickly here in the 7th. 1-1 and misses low. 2-0. Needs to make sure he doesn't get too excited here, leading 7-0 in the 7th. Doesn't want to put on any runners with the bottom 3 in the order up. Make them hit the ball, and the count is 2-1, and he'll get a ground ball that's going to get past Ketchum. Doesn't get to it in time, as he was ranging to his left and mistimed his glove. May should have dove at that one, but it's going to be a base hit for Todd. And that's going to bring up Kyler Todd, the DH. So 3 Todds, as we mentioned earlier.
Now batting number 22.
Mavericks just need some outs here as they lead 7-0. They're 3 outs away from a game 1 win, as Todd will take his lead on first base. Kyler Todd will step in. He's the DH. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. Burton just needs to throw strikes at this point. Had a ground ball that got past Ketchum. Ketchum was playing a little bit farther to right side of second base, as the first pitch comes in low, ball 1. Ketchum will move back towards second with a right-handed batter, as Burton looks over to first base and will deliver the 1-0. Strike 1 right down the middle. Patriots were taken, trying to See if they can get another base runner as they're down 7-0 in the top half of the 7th inning. Burton will look back to his back and then deliver a big breaking ball, strike 2. Nice pitch by Burton. Had Kyler Todd frozen on that one. And he's up 1-2. Todd struck out twice already. Mavericks like a third one from him as the 1-2's on its way. Swinging strike 3 on a fastball that was way inside, couldn't catch up to it, and that's going to be the first out, and that's the 10th strikeout for Burton on the day. He's thrown
now batting number 12,
99 pitches now, and it brings up a Wright, the number 9 hole hitter, who struck out 2 times also like Kyler Todd had before his at bat. Burton again will take a look to first. Mavericks 2 outs away now. First pitch comes in outside on his 100th pitch of the day, 1-0. One-0 pitch coming. Strike 1 right down the middle, 1-1. Don't think the Mavericks have anybody warming up. I did notice, I failed to mention, last inning Beigelman was in left field, so the Mavericks may have warmed up Roberts. They did that against Oak Hill. Roberts is back into left field though right now, and the 1-1 comes in, misses outside on a breaking ball, 2-1. So maybe last inning they got Roberts some warm-ups, and he's in left field in between, kind of doing his motions and throwing the ball to air. So look to see him come in. This pitch count gets much higher with a 2-1 count. Next pitch gonna be fouled out of play, straight back, 2-2. Big pitch coming up for Burton as he's already struck out Wright twice. Would love to see him get another strikeout here and face the top of the lineup with 2 outs. Mavericks do lead 7-0 in the bottom half or top half of the 7th inning against Marshall Academy. And the 2-2 on its way, misses badly outside on a breaking ball, 3-2. Would have liked to have seen him maybe challenge with a fastball against the 9-hole hitter, a 2-2 count. But the Mavericks elected to go with a breaking ball there that misses badly. Now a 3-2 count. Burton's gonna have to get something across the plate here to number 9-hole hitter Wright. Pitch on its way. It's gonna be fouled out of play again, 3-2. That's the 105th pitch. I think if Burton doesn't get this batter, we may see Roberts come in for the top of the lineup. I see Coach Hester's moved out of the box, and he's saying something to the umpire. So this could be the last batter anyway for Burton. Pitch on its way. Swinging, or called strike 3 right down the middle right. Watched it go by, and now they're going to let him pitch one more at batter. 11th strikeout for Burton. Brings up Freeman, who's come in relief and has done a good job. Had the Mavericks off balance as he came in to pitch back in the 5th with his sidearm, but he comes in 1 for 3 on the day. Struck out, singled, and then grounded out to shortstop. First pitch, swinging strike 1 on a cutter, 0-1. Mavericks are out away from a game 3, best of 3 series, first game win if they can get an out here. An 0-1 count, and it's going to be a high fly ball that should be caught by Austin as he's coming in. Sun's in his eyes, he gets under it, and that's going to do it. The Mavericks are going to win this game 7-0 against Marshall Academy, the number 1 seed. Burton comes in and throws a 7-inning shutout. He gives up 5 hits, no runs. The Mavericks have 1 error. On the flip side, Manchester gets 7 runs on 6 hits as Marshall Academy does not give up a run. The Mavericks will win this one 7-0 against the number 1 seed and what many think are maybe the best team in 4A baseball, ranked number 6 overall, as the Mavericks take them down 7-0. The Mavericks will play them again in Holly Springs on Thursday night. First game will be 4 o'clock. Game 3, if necessary. The Mavericks would love to do it